all employees must wash their hands before going back to your Ergo keyboard and sweating on it.
No. Drinking anything?
Oh, am I? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get that sip in.
Oh, I heard that gulp.
I bet you did. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tanqueray London Dry Gin.
Oh.
Mixed with a company that does not sponsor us quite yet. So, you're not getting my fucking free promotion. But London Dry Gin, when you know it's just, it ain't cutting it no more.
I'm also drinking a mixed drink.
Oh shit, you're drinking.
Yeah.
What is it?
Let's take a guess.
It's the Sig water.
No.
mixed with LaCroix.
Oh god. Yeah, that's my idea of a mixed drink, right? No, it's, whiskey and Coke.
Woo!
The only thing I ever drink.
We're getting fucking litty on the podcast tonight.
In my insulated double wall glass cup.
Whoa.
So the drink is cold, but my hand is not.
Whoa. Whoa. That should be the real sponsor.
What? What is
the cup?
I can't. I'm trying to look at what it's called.
Double cup. Yo.
I actually can't tell. The logo has the logo is all letters.
Uh-huh.
Where if you look at it upside down or the right way, it's still letters.
Wait, it's still letters?
Like it's okay. It's
like
either
a combination of E's.
No. I mean it's either MUBOD or it's POQNW.
Well, shout out to the sponsor, Double Cup. Thanks for.
I think it's a Mubod. That doesn't
thanks
make
for the
sense.
insulated cups, Mubod.
That's definitely not it. It's like, oh wait. Oh no, maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way entire. No, there's no.
Oh my god.
Oh, there it is. Bodum.
Oh.
I'm serious. I'll have to show you these cups at some point.
No, I don't want that money anymore.
No matter
more
what,
sponsors.
no matter what direction you look at the logo from, they're actual letters. Because BODUM, all of those letters, right? You can flip them upside down, and they're another letter, right? Like M is W, U is N, B is Q, O is O, B is P, right? There's actually a word for that. I can't remember what it's called. Where if you take a word and you flip it horizontally, it's still valid letters, valid characters.
No, it's called not giving a shit.
It holds drink good.
And with that, what's up, everybody? It's your favorite podcast in the whole fucking world.
Pie design.
Shouts out to the people downloading the shit. I don't really care to look at. I'm not constantly checking the numbers for weird validation reasons I did
in Switzerland.
Huh?
The cup.
Oh, shut up, motherfucker. I'm riffing here. But yeah, I think over the last couple episodes, 100 downloads or some shit like that. That's definitely more than I assumed people to care. So
that's pretty
out to you.
Cool. I don't know why the fuck they're doing that.
Dude, because we got pulled. I think we're we're underappreciated, but not in a bad we're underappreciated, but the people who really fuck with us, they fuck with us.
That's pretty sick.
They're damn, I love hearing Brad talk.
I just figured this was going into a void.
A week. Go ahead.
Which would have been fine. I don't care. At the end of the day, this is just a chance for us to catch up.
Oh, sure. I mean, and that's that was the whole, what is the genesis of this was just so that way we could, catch up.
Yeah.
Because do you honestly think that, you moving away, would we talk this much if it wasn't for this?
Oh, for sure, no.
Yeah. And I think that'd be a bummer.
Unless you started playing video games.
No, can't do it.
Yeah.
I was watching people on Twitter talk about getting back on WoW, and that really just solidifies like, yeah, I'm cool just playing the one game that I play.
Yeah. Well, I was telling my friends too that like we play Smash sometimes, but like we don't get on like Discord and talk and stuff while we play, and they just like it did not compute. Like
why does that baffle them? I mean, like we're still like
that's
we
just
talk
what
on
we do.
Skype.
Like when we play games, we talk.
No, you should. You're.
But you and I, like, sometimes when we play Smash, we don't talk at all. Like, we don't get on Discord, we don't get on Skype. Like, we just don't talk.
Yeah, the gameplay has to speak for itself.
Yeah.
I know exactly how you're feeling that day when I'm whooping your ass for the millionth time.
My inputs kind of start slowing down at the end. So I'm just like not feeling it anymore.
I know when you're feeling good because. All right, welcome to Smash Talk, but. I know when you're doing like at least well because you do like really well with like tech chasing, your tech chase grabs.
Yeah.
Like I know you're doing well, or like at least you're not tired when you're killing it with those.
Yeah.
But then if you're not grabbing me super well and I'm just like having my way, like I'm not even thinking, I'm just like, all right, well,
yeah,
he's not feeling it anymore.
Oh man.
Speaking of, there's a fucking Smash tournament tomorrow night in Redlands. I think I'm going to go.
Nice.
I'm going to go and I'm going to place 4th.
Nice. You know, not battle placing, but yeah, it's good.
Yeah. I mean, 4th, I mean, if it was a big tournament, I'd still get paid out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I don't know, maybe like if I get 4th, they'll be like, oh, do you want a drink or something?
Maybe. Well, I'll just tell you to get the fuck out.
They might. I mean, that bar sucks. I wouldn't mind leaving anyway.
Oh, is that a bar?
Tournament that happens at a bar called Pixels, and it's like, so it's known for being kind of like a video game bar.
Yeah, makes sense. It's called Pixels.
But definitely, like, if you have to look up the Yelp reviews on it, it's just like, oh, the music selection is trash, and it always smells like mop cleaner on the floor. Which, to their credit, it does. And the music taste is totally bad. But every once in a while, they do a Smash tournament there that I end up going to, so it's not a bad thing. So we got questions.
Again?
Well, we have one. We have 2 questions. One we can get to at a later date, but we got
Okay.
Because it involves having to do some homework.
Oh, okay.
But this question, just says, where's the best place to get your ass beat?
Where's the best?
If you were getting fucked up, I guess, okay, so I think, if you were watching a fight, where's the best place to watch a fight? And then if you were getting fucked up, where would it be a place where you're like, well, at least it's here?
Where's the best place to get your ass beat? Like a hospital? I don't know. Depends how severe it is, I guess. Or like,
what if you're just getting like beat up by your doctor?
Yeah.
But like not like anybody in general, but just like you. Like you're going for like a standard checkup and he just goes, take care of yourself.
Yeah. I'm sicky. I don't get paid enough.
That smacks the shit out of you with the keyboard and just starts beating you up.
I'm not smacking with me a keyboard.
I don't know. I meant to say clipboard.
Clipboard, yeah. I mean, some of them have like tablets and like laptops now, right?
Damn, that'd be crazy. Then you get shards of glass in your face. Damn, that would not be cool. All right, a hospital is not the best place to get your ass beat.
Yeah, because they could like stab you with medical equipment.
Yeah, like they could get real sadistic with it.
I mean, I'd prefer not to get my ass beat in general.
You ever gotten your ass beat?
I guess like home.
At home? Nah.
Because I'm not on like some like pride shit where it's like in my own home. You know
So
what I mean? So it's like at least if I get my ass beat, I could just like sit on the couch and eat some ice cream afterwards.
You only have to walk like 10 steps. You're like, all right, well,
yeah.
Cool, guys.
It's like, oh, at least I'm home. Because if I get beat somewhere else, assuming I'm not hurt,
right?
Where am I gonna go? Home.
Yeah.
Like, might as well just be home.
Yeah, I guess so. That's not bad.
I also just like being home.
Because I guess like the whole thing with like getting your ass beat like in front of your house, I feel like most times when you think about that, it's always like, oh, like I was chilling in my boxers or something, and then someone decided to press the issue Then I got my ass beat. Now I'm laying on the street in my boxers and like a wife beater or something.
Yeah. I mean, inside my own home.
Okay.
Like in my living room. Yeah, no, that's what I meant.
I thought you were just talking like on the street.
No. I mean, like.
Wait, so you're gonna let somebody in your house to kick your ass, and then you're like, okay, well, I'll see you later, right?
Well, we never said why they were kicking my ass. This could be like Ani East kicking my ass, you know? Like, I don't know.
Damn. What if you, like, instead of getting into verbal arguments, you guys just MMA it?
That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be a cool way to spend your time. It's not like you guys are doing anything crazy out there. You guys should take up, like, fucking jiu-jitsu.
Maybe we could do that.
Yeah. But you know, it's like the worst place to get your fucking ass beat is at a show. Because then it's like, what if you get your ass beat and it's like mid-show and you can't go home yet because like somebody was your ride? And then you got to talk about it like on the way home from the show. Like, damn, like, are you good?
I don't know. Can't relate. I'm always the ride.
Well, damn, that's even worse. What if you got your ass? Well, then, what if you got your ass beat and you were like 3 people's ride?
It's time to go home. Let's go, everyone. You knew what you signed up for.
I didn't sign up for you getting your ass beat.
Yeah.
I remember one time at a Pathos show, a fight broke out like immediately at the end of our set.
Yeah.
And I was just watching it, and I was like, damn, this isn't fun. It was also kind of like...
I'm not really about fights.
No, you're not. You like I
don't find fights interesting. Like, I don't like watching videos of fights or seeing fights happen. Like, it's just not my thing, I guess.
But why?
I don't know. I can't... Maybe I think I'm very... I think it's because I'm, like, overly empathetic. Okay. Seriously, I think that's really what it is. So it's just like I see someone getting beat up, and I'm just like, I wouldn't want that to happen to me.
But it's not happening to you. I think that's the like enjoyable.
Well, that's empathy, right? It's like why, like you see bad things happen to people, and it like makes you like you have a reaction to it, even though it's not happening to you.
Sure. So you're a big fan of like the fight videos where like the inspirational teacher comes in and goes, "Guys, it's not worth it."
No, it's just like. I just don't get why people fight. I don't know.
It's adrenaline, man.
I guess. I've just never been so mad at someone I wanted to fight. I don't think I've ever really made anyone so mad that they wanted to fight me. So outside,
yeah,
like...
I mean, Kai almost beat your ass one time. Well, I don't think he almost beat your ass, but he definitely thought about it.
Yeah. And if that happened, then I guess I'm gonna fight, but, like, it's just never got into that situation with me. I don't know. I don't piss people off.
Yeah.
Except for, like, friends.
Yeah. You make all of us mad, but that's just, like, decision-based. It's, like, because we think you make bad decisions.
Yeah.
It's not because you make me, like, angry.
Right. Yeah, so... Yeah, I just keep my nose out of things. I mind my business.
It would be super interesting if you got into a fight, like, out there.
Yeah, I'm trying not to.
I mean, I feel like you're doing a pretty good job so far. You've been out there for...
hit by a car walking home from work today.
What?
Like, actually, like, close, like, it actually scared me.
Like, it tapped you?
No. Like, it wasn't that close, but, like, if they wouldn't have stopped, they were about to hit me.
Oh, well, you're just new to being a pedestrian, then.
No.
That happens all the time.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, it just scared me. I was just, like, crossing the street, you know, the walk sign is on, you know, crossing the street, and some lady was making a left turn, and, like, I, you know, like, fucking was like, what the fuck? And she, like, slammed on her brakes and was pretty close to me, and, like, rolled down her window, was like, I'm sorry. I'm like, it's okay, just, like, fucking
don't. Today you should have gotten into a fight. You should have opened up her car door and been like, yeah, you're fucking sorry? That would have been something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got hit by a car one time, and it was, like, the most not chill experience of my life. When did this happen? Okay, so this is like in 2010, I want to say.
Okay.
I only remember the year because it was the year that Warped Tour, like the typical day to go to Warped Tour was in Carson for some reason.
Okay.
And so this had to be when I was in middle school. Sure. Middle school going into freshman year maybe. And I started like messing around with girls for the first time, and my parents weren't down with that.
Nice.
And I would get grounded and like the main grounding would be like, oh, you can't hang out with that girl that you're talking to anymore.
Nice.
So I lied to my mom. I don't remember where I told her I went, but the main meeting place was the mall, right?
Right.
So I got grounded from going to the mall.
Okay.
But I ended up I went to the mall to go hang out with this chick.
Nice.
And we were there for maybe like a couple hours. I'm like, okay, bye. Like, I'll see you later, because for some reason I was super excited to go to Sonic because it had just opened in Rancho. So being like a dumb, and I mean, like, I was a kid, so like you can get excited over fast food, but thinking about it now, that's a pretty like dumb towny thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they opened the new Sonic
drive-thru.
They opened
a Sonic.
And so my mom was like, oh, we're going to go to Sonic for dinner tonight. So I was like super excited. So I'm done hanging out with her. I'm skating back to my house, which is not, at the time, not very far from the mall. Mm-hmm. It's the old Hyssop house. You know where that's at.
Yeah.
And I'm skating, and I'm by the Strathmore apartments.
Okay.
And the way... They have gates there now, which I think they just made it a gated community so they could probably bump up the rent on people who are there.
Uh-huh.
But before, they didn't have gates, so you could really just roll up on the corner, like at the stop, and then like dip if you wanted to, the old California stop.
Right.
And so I'm skating, and because I skated regular, so that's left foot forward, I couldn't see this guy coming behind me. So I'm rolling off the curb, and then all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, I realize I'm on this dude's hood, and then I'm on his windshield, and then I blacked out for maybe like a second, and then I was on the street.
Right.
And I looked up, and I don't know if you've seen Talladega Nights, but there's that scene where he's flipping,
mm-hmm.
and in my head, it was like, oh, I'm in the air like a mongoose. This ain't good. Okay. That was exactly my thinking, and then I was on the floor, and then I was like, what the fuck just happened? And then, like, the guy picks me up, and he's like, oh, my God, like, I'm so fucking sorry. Like,
he picks you up?
I mean, this dude was tripping, and because I think he knew, he's like, oh, fuck, I just hit a kid.
Yeah.
And he, like, I think he's, like, he might have been, like, oh, the clock's going off, by the way, 7 p.m. And the dude hits me, and I don't remember, like, everything just because it's been, like, so long, but I remember him telling me, like, he just got out of, like, the police academy.
Okay.
And he was running late to work.
Nice.
And now that I think back on it, I was like, damn, like, I really just could have got him taken out of the academy, like, right then and there.
Yeah.
And then, like, he was like, oh, like, do you live around here? And I was like, yeah, like, I live right over that way. And he was like, oh, like, if you're close, like, just, like, here's, like, my contact information. Like, I could just, like, take you out for lunch or something.
What the fuck?
Or, like,
Awkward.
I just feel really fucking bad. But this whole time, like, I'm still processing, like, yo, I just got hit by a car. But my main concern was, where's my beanie? And then I look in the middle of the street, and there's, like, my fucking Neff beanie just laying there, and I go pick it up. And the only other thing I can remember is this kid was driving, like, a shit car, and it was like, everything on the interior was leather. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, when people have leather cars, sometimes they'll buy those, like, steering wheel covers.
Yeah.
Just, like, to keep it cool, but it was cheetah print.
Nice.
And so imagine, like, what if he was, like, driving his girlfriend's car to work? Like, what if this was, like, just... He looked like the kind of dude to be like, oh, I'm gonna borrow my girlfriend's car.
Yeah.
And then, like, what if, like, he hit somebody in his girlfriend's car, and in that moment, he saw his relationship just over. He's like,
He gets
fuck.
home. She's like, what is this? What is this kid-sized dent in the car?
She takes like measuring tape and goes, yeah, that's kid size.
That's the size of a teenager.
That's a teenager right there. Kevin, did you? No, I didn't. It was like a raccoon or something. It must have fell off a tree.
Fell off a tree. Like, that'd be amazing.
But then like, so I get hit, and I start to skate home, and like I didn't feel hurt or anything. So I'm going home because I'm like, yo, like I'm about to get this Sonic. And then this lady pulls up like right beside me, and she's driving like a fucking Escalade, and she's like, hey, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Like I didn't even know this lady.
Yeah.
She's like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. And she's like, oh, like I just saw you get hit back there, which one, embarrassing.
Yeah.
But she's like, oh, I just saw you get hit back there. Like, where do you live? Do you need a ride home? And in that instance, I was like, holy shit. I'm being fucking like, this is like the stranger danger thing.
Yeah.
And but
all these adults want to hang out with you. This guy's like, let's grab lunch sometime, bro. You know where any parties are at?
Yo's like, where do all the kids hang now?
Yeah.
Like, I'm new here. But you know what the selling point for me getting in her car was?
Huh.
She had an Escalade.
Oh, you got in her car?
Yeah, I get it.
Wait, what?
Because she was like, she's like, oh, like I know that like they tell you not to worry about getting in people's cars, but like I'm good. I'm just gonna take you home.
What is wrong with you? Oh my god.
And to me that was enough. Seriously, you know how far it was from my house?
How?
A minute.
Far?
I was a minute away. Like I seriously, all I had to do was skate maybe like less than a block, jaywalk across the street, and I would have been home.
Jaywalk, get hit by another car.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe you know what? I was doing myself a favor by getting in her car.
Yeah.
Because if I got hit again,
that would have been a way better story.
No, it fucking wouldn't have.
Yeah, it would have.
What? I feel like
I'd
be dead because I don't think adrenaline can take two hits by a car. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it works.
And this guy,
it's like you got one car.
And this dude was just getting like, I think like obviously I don't think this one was this bad because like he kind of stopped, but like he was still rolling. But imagine like I think the speed limit on that street's like 40. And so if I got hit by a car going 40, that would have been a wrap.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't have been killed or nothing. At least I don't think.
Possibly,
but like,
you never know.
Yeah. So again, that would have been way worse. I'm fucking telling you. So I get in this lady's car. Don't know who she is.
Right.
She drives me home, but in the whole time I'm like, damn, I'm in an Escalade. This is sick.
Oh my god.
And like, I mean, to her, she took me home, but in my head, it all came crashing down because I was like, oh fuck, I'm going to have to tell my mom I was at the mall and I was grounded from being at the mall. Not the fact that like, oh, by the way, mom, I got hit by a car. Like, don't worry about my health.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, I might not be able to go to Warped Tour tomorrow.
Why were you gonna have to tell her? I mean,
well, because I was like, oh, like I have to explain to my mom why I'm getting dropped off by this weird lady.
Oh yeah.
But she told my mom the story about getting hit by a car. So I was like, you know what, I can just leave it at that. I can just leave it at the fact that I got hit by a car.
Yeah.
And so that was that, and so that part kind of ends there. Story continues. I go to Sonic. Ultimately bad food, and it has remained bad food forever.
Yeah.
But my mom was like freaking out. She was like, you got hit. Like, did you get his license plate and blah, blah, blah. I was like, no. Like, I didn't think about it because like that's the first time, like no one tells you growing up like, oh, hey, when you get hit by a car, by the way, get that license plate number.
Right.
And so I was like, no, like I could tell you it was like probably a green car. He lives in the Strathmore apartments and he has like a cheetah print. He has a cheetah print steering wheel.
Yeah.
And so my mom was bugging. So she like called the cops. And they came and they came to the house and they like took pictures of like my injuries. Like all I got was like a couple scrapes, like nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But while the cops were there, my friend, who I was also going to Warped Tour with, the next day, his mom was dropping him off. Now my friend, his mom was my 8th grade teacher.
Right.
So my 8th grade teacher is pulling up to my house and with me talking to a cop.
Right.
And she pulls up with him in the car and she goes, "Oh my God, what is happening?"
Great response.
Yeah, so it was just so crazy. Like, oh yeah, like my teacher, whose class I just like promoted from, is watching her like just fresh out of middle school student. Like, I mean, in her head, like I'm sure like just maternal instincts kicked in. She's like, "Oh my God, he's getting arrested."
Matthew, you don't have to tell him anything, sweetie.
And then
he's a minor.
He's a. I'm recording you.
You big boy.
I just want to let you know you're on film right now.
My taxes pay your salary.
He knows his rights. Tell him your rights, sweetie.
Tell him you know.
Did you read him his rights? Here, we're gonna go inside. You know what? Fuck you. I don't usually cuss, but fuck you.
Cusses all the time.
Yeah.
Definitely always cusses.
Goes home, has a glass of vino, and just lets it all out. Oh, the injustice in this world. I'm glad I said something about it.
Usually people don't stand up, but I'm glad I did. Feels empowering.
Goes home, lays in bed. Hun, you will not believe what I did today. I rescued a little black boy from the grip of the police. He could have been shot. That's just what happens to them. And you know what? I stood up for them. Oh my God. Let's have weird missionary sex now. I don't know. Missionary sex on it is not bad. It's good.
Thank you for not, letting people get confused.
Yeah,
Matt Wainwright, not 100% against missionary sex.
Yeah, I'm all for sex.
Yeah, but just pro sex.
Yeah,
in general,
pro sex? Yeah, I'm pro sex always.
Yeah.
I think it makes people like weirdly uncomfortable.
Yeah, do whatever position you think you want to do.
Yo, whatever makes you come.
It could be boring. It could be exciting. It could be middle of the road.
Have fun with it, though. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, like fun missionary.
Yeah.
You have missionary, and like partway through you get some of those confetti poppers. Wee, missionary. Yeah.
Missionary, but you guys are like playing Tekken. So like one of you has to play upside down.
Or you get like super, get just like into like some some dirty talking kinks. Like still missionary, but like, kinky missionary.
What if it was like, so in like missionaries, like for all of my life, or like Mormon missionaries?
Yeah. So
missionary position, I used to think for the longest time was just like talking to each other about the Bible.
Yeah, you can do that while you're having sex.
And Leviticus said,
"Oh my God."
I don't know if everybody knows this, but I'll let you in on a little secret. So I have a religious past. We won't get into the religion just yet. Well, it's a little teaser. I'm winking right now. And the loophole. So part of this religion, and I think this is probably for a lot of religions too, is like sex before marriage is like it's a sin, right?
Yeah. Sure is.
Yeah. And so a loophole to this certain religion. No, not.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So the act is called soaking.
Good old soaking.
Which is, which if you think about, like, it's not hot. Like, it's not a hot time. So it's like, how wet could it be? You know what I'm saying? Like at that point, it's just planking. Like it's an awful fucking meme.
Yeah, you just like you get in there and you just have a chat or something.
Right, but so sex is considered the back and forth motion. But if you just leave it, you're not committing any sin.
And by loophole, you really mean just like some dumb shit that kids, like
right.
young teenagers came up with. That's like,
no,
well...
it's actually in the Bible. Well,
it's in the Bible. Thou shalt not have sex before marriage. Soaking's cool though. You can stick it in and just kind of chill.
Also, we have
one in, one out, no more.
We have not ruled out butthole. The jury is still out on that one.
The jury's still out on butthole. I think actually the jury definitely was like all, accounted for in terms of butthole. I'm pretty sure that's pretty explicitly, no-note in the Bible.
Find me that passage, and then I'll believe you. Until then, all you religious kids can have booty sex all you want.
Booty sex. Anyway,
I wish I could like interview like all those kids because it's like, man, that religion is just weird. But like, because I'm sure like all these kids try to do shit like where, like, well, I didn't do that exactly. Like I didn't like, if like I didn't get drunk, so like that means I didn't drink. Yeah, right. I would love to like talk to those kids now and then just be like, okay, like, what did you do? Like, be straight with me. But I
keep yawning.
I don't know, man. You're sleepy, man.
I had a fair amount of coffee today.
But maybe it's the whiskey. It's making you loose. You're relaxing, and your relaxation is just sleepiness.
I'm actually sitting kind of tightly in a weird position too.
So you're like cocooned. You're like being cradled.
I'm kind of like sitting. Imagine you're watching a comedy.
Okay.
And in this comedy, like somebody's making a joke about like, you just gotta like loosen up, act natural, but that person cannot do that. So like, I look like somebody who's trying to act natural, like loosen up.
I'll let you in on a little secret. That is you all the time.
Yeah, sometimes I get self-conscious, like when I'm just standing on like a street corner waiting to cross the street. I'm like, I just feel like I'm standing funny.
I feel like I can see you doing this because you've done it before, but I don't think you're aware of it. But sometimes, like, if nobody's like, not that anybody's like not directly talking to you, but say like there's a conversation and you're just kind of listening in on it, and you're standing. You kind of like pat your thighs as if you're making a drum beat, but not to any song in particular. You just kind of like start tapping your foot and slapping your thighs. And I'm just like, man, what is wrong with him?
I'm very jittery.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I am too. I don't know the reasoning for it, but like I can't not move my hands.
Yeah.
Like this whole, like, even though we've been talking this whole time, I've also been flicking like this bottle cap.
Yeah.
Like between my fingers the whole time.
Yeah, I'm constantly doing stuff like that.
But what it is, like, is it just because like is it restless mind? Like, do you even know like anything about that? Is that like ADD type shit?
It could be like ADD kind of shit, or just being restless, or like high caffeine intake, or it could be like likely a lot of those things, plus like growing up as like a generation who always has like your phone in your hand, so you're just used to like always doing something with your hand. It's just a combination of probably all those things makes it like,
Yeah, it's just always got to be moving my hands. Like I just feel weird if I don't.
Yeah, I'm just always fidgety.
Like you luck out because you get to like type all day.
Yeah.
But like, what do I do? Well, I guess that's why yeah. But even then, like, that's still not, like, that's moving, but it's not really moving. Like, in my mind, I'm like, I still want to be, like, on the other espresso machine making something else. Or it's like, I need multiple things to happen at once.
I got like a taste of blood in my mouth all of a sudden.
No, shit. What are you doing?
Nothing. It's just... Ugh.
Yeah, wash it down with a little bit of that whiskey brand whiskey.
Whiskey brand whiskey. Yes, I'd like your finest whiskey brand whiskey, please.
Oh, you mean our well?
Yeah.
Our well's pretty good here.
I bet. I'm sure, Doug.
I'm sure Doug the bartender.
Doug the bartender. I'm sure your well whiskey is unbeatable. I got like all my coworkers on oat milk.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
It's the future. I don't know if it's actually the future. It's the present.
No, the future will be cloth milk.
Cloth milk?
Cloth milk, yeah. And then after that, it'll be
sun milk.
Sun milk, yeah.
Derived directly from the power of the sun. It's really just Sunny D.
Yeah, can I get a latte with sun milk?
Sun milk. It's just espresso and Sunny D.
Yeah, what fucking whack ass cafe is like they're feverishly. I had this kid who hit me up. Like, I don't. First of all, not that like. I mean, this podcast phenomenal, better than most.
Yeah.
But somebody like already hit me up for like podcast advice.
What the fuck?
Which is very weird. And not to this kid's not talking shit on the kid. I met him years ago, and I met him at some coffee shop, and he had like an Infest patch, and I was like, oh, sick, Infest. Like, I'm really into power violence too. Like, let's talk about music. And I followed him on Twitter, but he was like, being a barista is already like kind of a whack thing to do.
Yeah.
But being like, or at least like telling people you're a barista, but the even more whack thing is to be well, if you work at Starbucks, you're not a real barista.
Right.
Like, one, I'm not even thinking like that. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, as long as I'm getting like my money at the end of every 2 weeks, I could be whatever the fuck they need me to be.
Right.
But like, that's this kind of kid. But he just hit the coffee shop that he supposedly worked for. I bet he's listening to the podcast right now going like, what the fuck, like that asshole? But he's like, yeah, like sun milk, that's a pretty good idea. Like, I need to get on that.
So, I do know there is like a latte type drink with orange in it.
Oh, well, I mean, there's like a bunch of stuff that could get like,
what it's called.
It could get like orange zest or like orange peel in it.
Yeah.
I've had something like that at the good old Clatch Coffee.
How about that new Starbucks drink though?
Which one?
The Corbusier or whatever.
Oh, you mean a cafe mocha, but in a smaller cup?
A cafe mocha in a smaller cup, yeah.
With like less of a pump, dude. Like,
I mean, I tried it. I actually like it. I mean, it's like drinking a mocha, but the coffee's more forward than like the chocolate.
Sure, but it's like.
But I mean, I wouldn't get it again.
Like, I'm at like the most burnt out I've ever been at that job, like currently, and like one thing that just makes me like even more over it is like the introduction of like just the silliest fucking drinks. Yeah. Like, oh, okay, cool, someone's gonna order this for a month and then we'll get rid of it, and it's on the menu forever. Yeah. Because that's all it is. It's just a smaller version of another drink that we have. Right. That's so fucking ridiculous. Like, I don't like what is the thing in the human brain that's just like, I'm like, that's new. I want to be part of this brand new experience.
It does taste different.
But it's not like much different.
But yeah, I understand it's the same ingredients, basically just portion different.
Right.
Which is, to be fair, a lot of coffee.
Sure. Right. And I mean, I'm with you on that too. But like, I guess like when it comes to like the difference between like a latte and a cappuccino or something, like that's just like fundamentals. Like, that's just shit you can't change, I guess. Yeah. But it's dumb shit like that, like just to get people like, oh, like, come into the doors, we got something new. Yeah. But damn.
It's also like a tiny cup and it costs like $400, so.
Yeah, it is fucking $4 for 8 ounces of less. Yeah. That is another thing. Like, that's just another thing. How do you not see the price and just go, no, I'm good?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair,
People also spend ridiculous amounts on that whack shit all the time.
Yeah, even at like there's another coffee shop I go to that like my drink.
Air them out.
No, it's Evoke, the one I always go to.
Oh, fuck. They've turned their back on you now.
No. They're insanely good. I'm just saying, like, if I get, like, their largest, like, drink, I usually just get an iced latte with oat milk, right? Simple, no syrup, anything like that. Just iced latte with oat milk. It's, like, almost $7.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, it's expensive, but it's so fucking good.
Dude, I don't. At that point, I guess you Mr. Moneybag. So what is $7 to you?
No, $7 is still a lot of money to be spending.
No, someone hit a lick on Brad, but give me some of the money because I told you to do it.
Oh my god.
Oh, but that shit is just so dumb. Like, what should I do for work now? Should I go to college now?
Yeah.
No.
Get a degree.
That's a bad idea.
Get a degree in computer science.
No.
Work with me.
No, I can't do it.
We can fuck the game up.
I'm not following any fucking footsteps that you've laid out for anybody.
I'm kind of not excited to go to work tomorrow.
That's not my speed. Yeah, I mean, it's fucking work. Why be excited to go to work?
Oh, well, I mean, so for the next 2 days, we're doing like a hackathon.
Ew.
Which basically is just like, basically just means work more hours than you usually do.
Okay.
The difference is we get to like do whatever we want, basically. Come up with a cool idea, prototype it. Doesn't have to be like ready to go. Just like make something cool, show it off, and like whoever makes the coolest thing gets a prize. Right? So it's just like whatever. They're fun, you know. People do hackathons all over. They do it for school. They do like there's just hackathons. Anyone can enter. Like this is a thing.
Yeah.
So
just another place for nerds to stink up a fucking room.
The hackathon is for my team and our sister team. And we kind of like paired up basically. It's like basically teams of 2 working on something that they want to work on. Just sort of the way it worked out. I am the only, me and another person are the only 2 who ended up working like cross the 2 teams.
Okay, what? I'm confused.
It's my team and another team participating in this event.
Yes.
And then everyone paired up. They're going to work on something. Everyone paired up with someone who's like on their own team.
Oh, but you're the only person.
I ended up just kind of just the way it all worked out. Like there wasn't like any more like spots left basically. I ended up with someone from the other team. Someone who like I've never talked to before and like.
Well, now you get to make new friends.
It's just gonna be awkward. It's also so dumb. Like this is our sister team and like we never talk to them. It's very awkward. We all sit in the same area together and we never speak.
You fucking nerds and fucking not talking. Have you seen like the new fucking so like every week on Twitter there's a new fucking discourse, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen the one currently is the whole public speaking thing? Have you seen this shit?
No.
Like I'm sure just some poor soul made a tweet about how like it's hard to like they're like in 2018 why are professors still making kids present in class? But now there's like everybody has like responses to that, but not to the person in general, but I think everybody has their own fucking hot take about it. Like my favorite today was y'all be posting the inside of your asshole on Twitter, but can't talk into a room of 5 people.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's just a presentation, and it's like it'll be over once it's over. It's not like, oh, hey, can you do that again?
I mean, I can't do them. I'm no good. I can't. I freeze. I like get all red and shaky, and like I get embarrassed. I get that it's dumb. Like. And for the most part, especially in school, I typically felt like I was the smartest person in the room. But that's just because I'm an asshole. But even still, getting up in front of a crowd, like I just couldn't do it. I get shaky and I freak out, and It's awful. And all my friends who I went to school with all told me like how embarrassing it was to watch me give presentations.
But how is it like with that confidence? I guess like it was just still like yo, I'm gonna dunk on all these dumb motherfuckers.
I don't know.
Like,
I
how did
just
that not
couldn't
power
do
you
it.
through?
I just can't do it. I just can't. And like, it's even worse like in the workplace. Like I'm fine with my team, but like if I ever have to like demo something in front of other people, like I freeze up.
But like I don't like that just doesn't register with me. Like how do you? Because I mean like I didn't go to college, but I've been in like school and I've given presentations before and everything. Like I just kind of bullshit my way through it.
Yeah.
And like like if I remember like some fact that I wrote down on the paper, like okay, like now I got more like to go off of and everything, and like that's how I just end up at the end of the presentation like, oh hey, that was 30 minutes. All right, thanks.
Well, I think for me, for work, for me it's just the fact that like I know I'm the dumbest person in the room. Like at least in terms of like what we do, like. Most of the people I work with have been doing this for years. You know, and I've been doing it for, you know, a total of, like, you know, 6 months, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Really been doing it for, like, 3 to 4 months, right? So, like, I'm still very new. Like, I'm still learning a lot. So, when I talk in front of these people, like, I know, like, I'm getting some of it wrong or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like if they have questions, I can't always answer them because I just don't understand the question, you know what I mean? So
but it's like do you get penalized for not knowing?
No,
like, why,
it's just embarrassing.
Well, why isn't it like, oh, I can't answer that question, but let's work through this together?
No, look, I get what you're saying. I know that's how it should be. I'm just telling you, for me, it's not. I just like it was the same thing for school. Like, I just wanted. We're supposed to be experts, right? So it's like I don't want to say anything wrong, even though it's not a big deal.
Well, what?
There's no logic or reasoning to this. It's just I don't want to be wrong because that's embarrassing. I don't like when all eyes are on me. I don't like when people are paying attention to me. I freak out. So what happens too is like I start getting nervous. So then I start getting red and shaky, and then I know I'm getting red and shaky. So obviously I know people are noticing that. I can't pretend like nobody's noticing all these dumb things I'm doing, and it just compounds.
Nah, but how do you... Well, I gotta figure out how to combat that.
I've been trying to figure it out, man.
Oh, because like...
I think the only thing that's going to change it is just experience. Like, I just have to go through it and look like an idiot over and over again until finally I just get numb to it or something.
Well, I think that... I mean... Other than, like, trying to do any weird, like, mental thing, like, right now.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's just the same for everything. Like, you're going to sound different from, like, if you're in a band, you play your first show to your fucking 50th show, and 50th show to the however other many shows you play.
Yeah.
I'm also being generous. Most bands should never even play 50 shows.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, I don't know. That's just the way I am. I'm not good at public speaking. I'm not going to be on board with the whole, like, why are professors still making... I get where idiots are coming from.
Explain that to me.
Like, they're basically saying, like, oh, not all people learn the same. Like, if I understand, it shouldn't matter if, like, I'm comfortable speaking in front of people. But, like, college is all about preparing you for the real world. It's not about changing the real world. So, like...
Sure.
In the real world, people are probably going to expect you, depending on your career choice. But no matter, most career choices, you're going to end up having to, like, talk in front of groups of people.
Oh, yeah.
Might have to present something, like...
Especially, like, I mean, like, everybody's in college to get, like, some fucking degree, right? I guess not everybody.
Yeah.
But, I mean, most people are, like, I can't even... I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch, but, like... Out of all, like, the basic degrees, I guess right now, it'd be, like, computer science and, like, fucking whatever, like, oh, I want to be a doctor, or I want to be blah, blah, blah. Like, you're going to have to talk to people about stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what's the difference between that and, like, a classroom?
Yeah. I mean, like, trust me, I dreaded every presentation I ever had to give in school. I dread every sort of presentation I might have to give for work. But I just do it, and I look like an idiot, and then I move on. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
Like, yo,
I guess, I mean, you're right. Like, over time, like, I think you'll eventually end up be, like, the smart person in the room.
Yeah.
Or it'll get to the point where it's like, oh, like, I don't know something, but bet money I'll know it within the next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But I think, like, a lot of the time, like, these kids are like, oh, like, I don't know why. Like, it's not like, oh, like, you know, I'm looking out for people in the future or like other people with like, you know, weird like social anxieties or whatever. It's just like, oh, I'm a shook individual, therefore why be mad at me? I'm scared.
Yeah.
Like, just stop being a scared motherfucker.
Yeah. People should just, I mean, because even if I did presentation, like I took a class called public speaking. That's all it was. You just gave speeches. There was no other. Yeah. And really, on none of that stuff, you needed to be like an expert on. There were like one or two of them we have to do some research for. Other than that, really like no preparation other than like writing the speech. And like, even still, I couldn't do it. So like that had nothing to do with knowledge. That was just like, I just don't like when people are paying attention to me.
Well, I mean, so I mean, that's nothing. I think from you, I don't think that'll ever change because from like the second I've known you, like you don't like attention on yourself.
Well, it's like, it's fine if I'm in like a group of people talking, like whatever.
Well,
like,
think about this, like, you know, like when you played shows, like I guess solo, like what was your like mental like thinking there? Because I could totally get like being in a band, like, oh, not all the attention like is on me or whatever. But you would still
did you not notice some of those first like acoustic shows I did? Like I was shaking.
Well, those were like your first couple shows, but like I'm talking like after the fact. Like let's I don't know, like what show could we think about? I guess like the one at Juice's house. Like how like
I think that was just like an adrenaline thing. Like people are so about it that it made me like have fun. But like you're giving a presentation, people are just like staring there like dead-eyed like.
But then like,
the worst class I ever took in college was my senior seminar where I had to do research and then give a 30-minute presentation. Like
I remember you telling me about this.
I like wanted to figure out any sort of way I could just not take that class. Like, it was
Did you like put your shit off to like the last minute?
Oh yeah, I mean I was like one of the very last people to present. Like and when I did, like even some of my friends were like taking Snapchats and like putting it on whatever, Twitter or Instagram, whatever, and like one of my friends put like Rap a God over it because like I was talking so fast and like
that's fucked up. Who's this? I'm gonna kill him.
It's one of my friends and like, you know, Josue.
Name names, Brad.
Josue was one of them.
Yeah,
but
fuck Josue.
Yeah, they were just saying like, yo, like you knew what you were talking about, like you sounded smart, you just talk so fucking fast. And it's like I was shaking the whole time, I turned red, and it's just, it's a thing I don't know if I'll ever get over. I hope so.
I have hopes in you.
Because
I mean, you can't be 30 pulling this shit. Then I'm gonna have to like sit you down.
I mean, it's one of my things like for tomorrow, like doing this like hackathon. It's like I know the person I'm working with. Like she's been an engineer for like at least 5 years. Like you know, she does a shit ton. She's super smart. Like and that's most of the people I work with. But it's fine. Like at this point, all the people I work with, like I'm friendly with, and like we hang out, and you know, I don't mind being stupid in front of them. I don't mind asking them to help me with things and explain things to me because like we have this understanding at this point.
Right.
You know. And I'm not stupid in front of them. Like when I'm with them, I'm comfortable and like we can have these discussions and I can be smart in those situations and know what I'm talking about. But like working with someone new who I know like is like way like beyond my skill level, it's just like, oh, like what if they have these expectations that I'm better than I am and I'm not, and like it's not that serious, but you know.
No. Yeah, that's just you being.
That's just me overthinking things.
Everybody, just stop being a scared motherfucker. You can be an overthinking motherfucker. Because I'm one of those, and I think I will be always and forever. Just because I just have an active mind, and I feel like I'm thinking like I'm like Doctor Strange in Infinity War. Where he's just like, oh, like I've imagined 4 billion possibilities. And he says, he's like, where's the one that we win? And then he says 1.
Wait, you know what's insane?
What?
I guess not insane. You know what's a mundane coincidence?
Yeah.
I just saw Infinity War for the first time last night.
That's sick.
It's just weird that you bring it up. Like, you are not, like, the movie reference guy, especially, like, newer movies. And you happen to reference a newer movie, and I had just seen it.
Yeah, well,
I was never a Marvel fan. Then I was like, I'm gonna watch all of them, and so I just finished. Yeah, I watched Black Panther and Infinity War yesterday.
Mm. Well, we're going away from the main point. Just stop being scared.
Yeah.
Like, just fake smart. Don't be ignorant. Fake smart. Like, don't be like, oh yeah, that's it. Like I do that all the time, and I sound stupid as hell.
Yeah.
But just
agreed.
Confidence. And be okay with fucking just not knowing.
I always want to. I always go into these situations wanting to be like that, and then I get there, and I think I can do it too. I'm like, oh, like I'll just go in and just do it. Like whatever, who cares? I know what I'm talking about. And then I get there, and then like the times come into where I'm gonna have to start talking, and like I start getting all sweaty, and I start getting red, and I shake, and my voice cracks, and it's bad.
Sure, but I think you definitely like you hit the nail on the head with like the more times that you do it, like it'll become second nature almost.
Yeah.
Cause think about all the times like we used to play fucking Smash at the house, and I'd be fucking killing it, like just tech skill on point. The second I get to a tournament, I don't even know the dude who I'm playing.
Yeah.
Like he's not even like a top 100 player, and I'm like fuck, like I just forget everything. Like I'm just like late on my dashes. I'm not L canceling or something. Yeah. But after a while, that's just like all right, fuck it. Like it's just another day in the office, you know?
Yeah.
So you gotta make every day like it's another day in the office. And shit, like, no one in your class gives a fuck what you're gonna say. They might, like, after the class, they might bullshit with their fucking friends, be like, man, that guy was weird. But, like, when it comes to, like, 2 years later, and those motherfuckers have their own ultimately boring podcast,
yeah,
they won't remember.
Yeah, well,
they'll talk about their own insecurities and how like, oh, like I didn't study when I went up there. I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. But there's this one guy and he sounded really smart, and they won't even remember the fact that you were being fucking rap god on the shit.
Yeah. I always thought it was funny too, because like at school, like usually when I was like not in class, I was in like the computer science lab, which is just basically where we all hung out and like worked on shit together, and like. I was a, like, loud-mouth motherfucker in that room. Like, all the time. I was always loud. I was always talking shit. Like...
That's you everywhere, apparently, but a classroom.
But, yeah, and then it's, like, I would always think about that, too, right before I was about to give, a presentation. I'm like, a lot of these people probably know me as, like, that loud-ass dude who's always talking shit and acting like a tough guy in the CS lab. And now here I am, like, falling to pieces in front of them.
See, be a tough guy. Be Brad in the computer lab, but in every aspect of your life.
Yeah, be a tough guy.
Cause shit's not hard.
Or a tough gal.
You're just fucking soft, yeah. Be tough. Yeah, just tough. Be fucking tough.
Tough.
Stop fucking and
Tuft and needle.
Stop with this fucking selfish bullshit. Like all your fucking championing for people's fucking anxieties and depressions or whatever. I see right through you motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's just whatever. Just like it sucks, but like it's school.
Yeah, just don't try to be a fucking advocate for something that's not even really even a thing.
Yeah.
So was it moral of everything, every podcast, everything that you do in your life. But at the end of every episode, know that you just be a tough motherfucker like me or Brad in the computer lab.
Brad in the computer lab, yeah.
Apparently, that's where you're at.
It's the only place I was ever tough.
And that one time you played a show.
And that one time I played a show, yeah, I was also tough there. I don't know if I've ever been tough in any other situation.
Being me tough at the gig. And I've played some shows I shouldn't have been at. Well, and with that, Jan, what do you say? You want to cut? You want to cut this?
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I have anything else like interesting to say. I feel like a lot of that was not interesting.
What?
It's just the stuff about me being a scared boy.
No, it's fine. I mean, it's it lets people in because you can't just tell somebody to like be a certain way without like not understanding. Because like, listen, I totally get it. Like, you can have your anxieties and like talking in front of people is like fucking rough. Like, not to say that every fucking human interaction I ever have goes fucking swimmingly.
Yeah.
But I understand. You have to put the understanding part. I know where you've been.
Yeah.
However, here's how you stop being a selfish, lazy, not tough piece of shit.
Why am I selfish?
Not you. I'm talking about other people.
Okay.
Yeah, but like, 'cause I'm not mad at you.
You better not be.
I think you should stop being so shook. But listen, that's just me hoping the best for you.
Yeah, no, I know. I should stop being so shook. I'll let you know. I'll let you know how the presentation goes.
Yeah. So fucking that's your homework, everybody. Fucking just be tough. Be better. Whatever fucking presentation you got this week.
Do it with your dick out.
Yeah, you gotta interview. Put your nuts on the table.
Yeah, come. Just be like, we coming with the dicks out.
Exactly.
Always be coming with the dicks out.
You gotta come with that confidence, that fuck missionary confidence.
You know how there's like
I'm a
the
dude
ABCs
right
of like sales.
Yeah.
It's always be coming with the dicks out. That's what ABCs. C's really elongated. See, that C is really hiding a lot of information, but it's always be coming with the dicks out.
Well, I mean, it's always it's really, that's the point. That's what drives it home.
Yeah.
Because what is the always be gonna be, right?
Yeah. It's always be.
Always be what?
Coming with the dicks out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What would the other C be? Like, I can't even be. Always be cool.
I mean, do you know what ABC is?
Sales methods.
Yeah.
Anything to plug? Anything to plug?
No.
All right, cool. I think this should still go up before the show on the 30th. So, September 30th and I have the address now. Let me pull that shit up. September 30th at 1110 Winston Street in Los Angeles. Field day, family reunion, art show, Black Guilt, Joshua Bloom, and a whole bunch of other artists and people who are really good at what they fucking do. It might cost money, it may not. I honestly have no clue. I'm playing, so I get in for free. If you don't want to be there, you don't want to be there the whole time, it's seriously like a couple blocks away from the Broad. So if you want to go hang out at the Broad before you come watch us play, go fucking do that.
Make sure somebody records like at least one song of your set so I can see it.
Yeah,
and judge.
And just be like, damn, I just wish I was black.
Yeah, I was gonna say keep my judgments to myself because I'm white.
And then if you want to eat food, it's like a 5-minute Uber drive away from Oricon. So you got options, but definitely stop by, come say what's
Oricon.
up. What else? I have I keep putting out like all these weird art other podcast things.
You don't put out art.
Yeah, I do. I'm the most artistic motherfucker you know.
That's kind of true.
But it's on SoundCloud. Just look up Matt Wainwright on SoundCloud. I'll put a picture up. Right now it's really nothing, but I think I just put a new thing up today. It should be up. It's just me and my friend talking about Childish Gambino, nothing too crazy. But if that's something that you're into, that's what you're into.
Are you doing another podcast?
Kinda, but it's not like it's.
I feel dirty.
Well, listen, it's fucking. I can't. What am I supposed to do?
I'm gonna do another podcast. It's just me.
Oh well. Good luck eating.
I'm just gonna explain. It's gonna be called "What's Hurting Today."
So, today I have the flu.
I did wake up with a bloody nose this morning.
Oh, of course you did.
There's nothing more of like a panic moment than waking up with a bloody nose.
Oh, you think you're gonna die or something or what?
Well, no, because it's just like quickly, just like I gotta get something to stop this.
Well,
because usually it's like I wake up, I kind of lay there, I'm like, I gotta get up. Maybe like grab my phone, watch a YouTube video.
No, see, never mind. Don't be like Brad. Just you gotta get out of bed. On the second that alarm hits, boom.
Wait, really? You just get out of bed?
Sometimes. At least I try to.
Oh man, I usually lay there for like a good 10, 20
Like
minutes.
when Tori like spends the night, it's like really nice because I'm like laying up with my girl. But I just like her being there. But if she's not here, like the second that alarm hits, it's boom, I'm out. Like I'm out of bed. I'm hitting those push-ups. Like I'm gonna take a shower. Like I just gotta get my heart going, so that way like I'm not tired as shit throughout the rest of the day. So again, be like me. Always be like me.
See, what I like to do is I wake up, I lay there for like 10 minutes, I get up, still naked, walk to the kitchen.
Naked? You sleep naked?
You don't?
You are a psychopath.
No, people who don't sleep naked are fucking psychopaths.
What?
Why restrict yourself?
I'm trying to be comfy.
I am too. Naked's the most comfortable you can be.
So like I'm chilling in like a big white tee.
No, not comfy. Oh my god,
no.
sleep in a shirt?
Yeah.
I couldn't. I cannot fall asleep.
You gotta what? Naked?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Hit us up, cause this is so weird to me.
Have you never slept naked before?
I have. It's it's like the least enjoyable way to sleep for me, honestly.
What? Okay, I always sleep naked.
What?
Always. Like, time for bed, take off all my clothes.
What?
And I get into bed.
What? Does everybody do this? No.
I don't think everyone does it, but that's because not everyone loves themselves like I do.
No, you don't love yourself. Are you fucking kidding me?
I love my sleep.
No.
Sleeping naked is the best way to do it. Try it tonight.
I'm not going.
Anyway,
I
wake up.
Before.
Always be coming with the dick out.
No.
I walk to my kitchen naked. Open up the fridge. Grab a Soylent. Walk back to bed.
No, my God.
Get back in bed.
No, you're so awful. Don't do this. No.
Get back in bed.
Stop.
Crack open that Soylent.
No. Oh.
Sit there and watch a YouTube video while I drink my Soylent.
No.
Then, once I'm done, get out, take a shower, get my day started.
No.
What do you mean no?
No.
Sometimes I don't always do that. That was the wave for a little while. Now I just I wake up, I lay there for a little bit, I get ready, and I take my Soylent to work with me.
No, see, I've on a good day, I'll wake up, I'll do my thing, and then I'll make I'm with you on the whole watching YouTube videos thing.
Yeah.
But I'll be watching YouTube and I'm making myself breakfast. I'm slamming down on that bacon and eggs.
Oh no. I'm in bed. Also, make breakfast. That's what they invented Soylent for.
Boo for lazy motherfuckers. You can't season. Boo. That's the opposite of responsible. Fuck Soylent.
Soylent's so good.
I'm gonna roll up on this.
I like it.
I reached the precipice of a meadow. Continue to tread whiskered feet. My visage fades into the mountain, pushing my limits of solitude. Shutting into shutout, reading my future like a matrix.